Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. You see this smile? This smile is because this is a great, big, humongous day in Escambia County. Thank you. That's why. I've been smiling like this all morning long. My wife thought there was something wrong with me, so I invited her here. I don't know if she made it. Nope, she didn't. First and foremost, thank you. Thank you for coming to join us, the staff and all the people that put this together, to celebrate the opening of your library. Yeah, how about that? How about that? You know, we've got a number of these facilities around town. You've been to the one on Spring Street. You've been to the one, the Southwest branch, the Tryon branch. But District 1 out here on the west side, we were the only district that didn't have one. And so when I came into office, one of the things I said was, that's going to change. And today, it did. And today, we're opening this library. Thank you. When you think of what makes a wonderful community, I can't think of much more than having a space like this for students, senior citizens, adults after work to come and pick up materials. Not just books, sit down at an internet terminal, or bring their kids to play video games. This is part of what makes a community great, and this was something that was missing from the Bellevue community. My brother went to the middle school right down the road, Bellevue Middle School, this community has had some challenges, but this is part of what makes a community better. I mean, we got great schools, we got great families, we've got communities that are improving. We have some challenges, but when you add a library where students can come and be safe and learn, and community groups can come and gather in community rooms. We'll have big meeting rooms, just like this one that we're in. That's part of what makes a community a great community and a rich community. I served for 10 years on the school board, and I can tell you, one of the things that helps the school district produce better students and better outcomes is a great community. It's very difficult for the teachers to do everything they can and the best that they can if you don't have a thriving community. Great communities make great public schools. So now that I'm a county commissioner, my focus is make the communities the best they can be. Better housing, great facilities, roads, ditches, and great facilities like this library. But I would be remiss if I did not thank many people. So I apologize in advance. I got to read the list because if I don't, I'll forget someone. And if I forget you, I didn't mean to. But something like this doesn't come together. First and foremost, I want to thank the taxpayers of Escambia County, Florida. You're the one that made it happen. This is your money, and now this is something tangible on the ground for you to use, and that's a big deal. So I thank you, the taxpayers. I want to thank our county administrator, Wes Marino. Give it up for Wes. Wes worked very hard. Wes came into to his position in a very challenging time. And he worked very hard with me, with my counterparts, to get this back on track. We had some issues, we had some challenges. I don't want to really talk about those today, because today is a celebration. It's not, we'll talk about those things later. But I want to thank him. I want to thank Todd Humble, the Director of Library Services. Todd. I want to thank our Director of Facilities Management, Rob Hogan. He's done a lot of work. I want to thank our contractor that actually built this, and the representative for Hughes Construction that's here today is Brad Dale. Brad, thank you. And what's more important than a safe community? This next individual helps keep our community safe. He's making time from his very busy schedule to be here today. My friend Chip Simmons, thank you for being here, Chip. District 1 School Board member Kevin Adams, another good friend of mine, unfortunately, he had to leave town. He's unable to make it today, but he sends his congratulations, and I'm sure he's very excited. I'm sure he'll make his way down here. Escambia County Public Schools Fine Arts Representative Angela Barberi, thank you for being here today. Bellevue Elementary Principal Dr. Melissa Groff, thank you for being here. And she brought students. Students, stand up, stand up. These are students from her school. Welcome. Welcome. To the students, this is your library. What do you think? All right, your library. All right, and I would be remiss if I did not thank, I saw in the audience a guy who worked very hard behind the scenes. He's not a guy that would ever look for the limelight. He served many, many years as the school district's auditor, and he also served as the chairman of the West Florida Library Board, and he was instrumental in helping us put together the funding. Mr. David Bryant, please be recognized. What's that? Okay, and I want to welcome Bellevue Middle School Principal, Dr. Paul Lovely. Paul Lovely. Where is he? Oh, hello. I'm looking around. He's sitting right here. All right. I would be remiss if I did not thank my counterpart on the Board of County Commissioners. Stephen Barry from District 5 drove down. Thank you, Stephen, for being here. Thank you. I appreciate his attendance. We all get invited to a lot of things, and it's very difficult sometimes to get to events in each other's districts, so it means a lot that he's here, and I appreciate it. I'm going to take a moment of personal privilege to thank 2 former school board members that serve this community, like myself, on the school board. They're also related to me. My brother, Judge Gary Burgash. Where is he? Oh, come on, man. Come. I'm happy that he's here today. I'm very proud. His wife, my sister-in-law, who serves, she was a former school board member, but she also serves as the United States Navy's school liaison officer, does a lot of great work, gets us a lot of grant money, does a lot of things, very, very flies under the radar, but she's here today, Carissa Burgash. She's somewhere, she's exploring. Now, I want to make sure that I didn't forget anyone. We do have Trevor Turner. Is Trevor Turner here representing Alex Andrade? Trevor, thank you for being here. Debbie Malsberger is here, representing Michelle Salzman. Representative Salzman could not make it. Debbie, thank you for being here. I'll tell you something about Debbie. I've been to a lot of banquets now with her. She is everywhere. If Michelle is not there, she is there. Sometimes they're both there. But Debbie served for many, many years as a member of the PTA on the county. So there are a lot of people that do that. But I think it's important that you're here today in a different role, but I think it's important that we recognize what you've done for many years. So Debbie has done a lot of work for students in this district. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, well, now we're gonna have a few speeches. They're gonna be very short like mine, hopefully shorter than mine. And then we're gonna cut a ribbon, and this is gonna be a great day, and we're gonna explore this beautiful facility. I'm so excited to be here, and again, I wanna thank every citizen, every staff member. If I've forgotten you, Wesley Hall, I just saw another guy I didn't think. Wesley Hall did a lot of work, give it up. I know I'm forgetting people, I'm sorry guys, but we'll never get through this if I don't get through it. So thank you to everyone who had a hand in making this happen. And I'm gonna, without further ado, I'm gonna invite Administrator Wes Marino to come up and give remarks. Wes, you're recognized.
Thank you, Commissioner. It's a great day to open a library. Beautiful weather, great turnout. Appreciate everybody being here today. I began to hear about the concept of a Bellevue Library at Coffee with the Commissioner. We would meet at McDonald's, and we'd meet at Denny's, we'd meet other places, and I began to hear that concept. And to see go from conceptual to actual fruition and open the doors, it's been fantastic. We have had some challenges, as Commissioner mentioned, but we overcame, and that's what we do. We overcame them. Commissioner Burgash, congratulations. You cobbled together the money. You gained support from your colleagues. That's not always easy to do.
No, it's not.
But you did a great job, and it's going to be a great amenity here in this community. And I'll say the staff. I want to focus on the staff. For the past 2.5 weeks, they have driven hard. Library services, all the folks that were with library services, facilities, staff, road prison staff, IT. I mean, they have been driving hard. They've been coming here at 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning, staying till 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, 7 days a week for 2.5 weeks. It's been a hard push and a hard drive. And I just appreciate our staff so much. To see the work that they've done, and when y'all walk through that library, you just won't envision the amount of hours it's taken to get to this point. But I appreciate everybody. I appreciate our staff. Wesley Hall, I appreciate him taking the reins and being my manager on site, and Rob Hogan and Todd Humble and all the folks that have had a hand in this. I just thank y'all so much. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here today. And to the community, congratulations. You have a great amenity, a great resource center here in Bellevue now. So thank y'all very much.
And as I sat down, I realized I didn't thank two people that are instrumental in everything that happens in District 1. Debbie Kenny is right here. She's my aide. You probably talked to her. Debbie, give it up for Debbie. Give it up for Debbie. And Caleb White, my intern, is a superstar. He's fantastic, does a great job. So give it up for Caleb, too. There he is. All right. Next up, we're going to have some words from our sheriff. Sheriff, welcome.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm used to them going down the line on the agenda, and apparently they're skipping things. So I thought I had some time. That's news to me that Judge Burgash went to Bellevue Middle School, because I don't remember seeing him over there when I was going to that school, so I'm not sure. Over at the school, they had a big plaque talking about honor roll, and all the names of the students that were good students were on that board. I was not. But I can tell you that I was on the, this is the bathroom. There was some rooms in there in the bathroom. But I will tell you that my name was on the library board, where the accelerated reader, because I love to read. I'm old school, so I love to read from a real book. So that's why when I walked in here, I almost peered under the fence there, but I'm a rule follower. At least in my later life. I'm a rule follower, and I didn't want to go there, but I'm so glad to see real books where you turn a page and you wonder, what happens on the next page, and your mind starts to wander. You grow with the book. With every page, you find out something new. That's where the dreams are made of. The books, the history books, are what you find out your history came from, and the new books, the motivation books, the exploration books, you visualize where your future is made from. We have a Blazer Academy, hopefully you've heard by now, and we talk to these students, and we have them come to the podium and they say, what do you want to do in your life? And they give us firefighter and police officer and astronauts, just like they did back in the day, except they talk about social media influencers and brand marketing, whatever, which is different from me. But I'm thinking, the last one came up and they said, you know what, I want to be known. I want to be known. And I'm thinking, where do kids get these dreams? Where do the kids get this thought that they could be known? Well, they get them from libraries. They get them from books. They get them from reading about what other people did and what the accomplishments of other people. And so I hope that the students here, you guys are very lucky, more lucky than I was when I went to your school. But you're very lucky because you get to go in there, you get to read a book, and you need to get outside of your own self, and then you can be anything you want to be. You can do anything that you want to do. And it also gives us a peek into our future, because the kids are going to read books here, the kids are going to grow here, the kids that we're going to be sitting around almost as old as Jeff Burgash here, and we're going to wonder who's leading this community. And the answer is going to be the kids, and the kids are going to do it because they've had the benefit of a library like this. So congratulations, Board of County Commissioners, y'all have done a great job. Bellevue, congratulations. This is kind of my hometown too. So all of you guys, thank you. You've done a great thing here at Bellevue Library.
Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you, Sheriff. All right, I would like to next ask our Director of Library Services, Todd Humble, to come up and give some words. Todd?
Morning. Actually, we have Melanie Skaggs over here. I believe you actually hit the 50-year mark now, haven't you, with libraries? She started 16 years old with the library system. She's retired now, but she did a lot of service for us. We also have a couple of current board members sitting up front here, Robin Richard and Bradley Vincent. And in the back, we've got our all Bellevue's library staff kind of stand up. So Brett, John, Kim, Gianna, Jordan, Juliana, Colleen, and I'm sorry, two of you just started this week. Right? What's your name? Ashlyn. Okay, sorry. Got to remember Ashlyn. All right. Oh, Lori's. Okay. Oh, I didn't recognize you there with blue jean jacket. All right. Well, the main thing here is just realize when you drive by this and they say, what the heck is that? That is 100% on purpose. We need to attract people to come. My idea for libraries is we're a community center. We're here to be the third most popular. Work, home, and come to the library. You're welcome. Equity of access, got the computers, got the books, anything you want. If we don't have it, we'll bring it from another library, or we'll get it within a few days from any library in the state of Florida. So just realize anything you want, we'll make it happen. Thank you.
I got to point this out. Todd is one of the nicest guys I've ever met, but that is one of the shortest speeches I've ever heard him give. Thank you. Yeah, let's clap for that. All right. None of this all comes together. You got the guys who build it, but then you got the guys who manage it. And the guy on the end with the very gray hair is the guy who had to do all that. Like I'm talking. Anyway, he has been a rock star over the last several months. I mean, we wouldn't be open today if it was not for Rob Hogan. So Rob Hogan, thank you for your work, and please come up and give some words.
Well, first I want to say that it's your lucky day. Everyone else stole the best parts of my speech. So I'm just going to bore you with some facts about this building. First, welcome to the new Bellevue Library. It's a resource center for the community, seeking knowledge and furthering your educations. I'd like to thank Commissioner Burgash, coupled with the support of his fellow commissioners, County Administrator, for the opportunity to construct this facility and deliver it to you today. The goal of this project was the conversion of an old bank building. We converted it into what you see today. I was not here when the bank building was here, so I don't know what it looked like. I don't know what this property looked like or anything before this project started, but I know what it looks like when it's done, and it's beautiful. The original facility was 4,800 square feet. This project included a 6,500 square foot addition. The total square footage of this facility is 11,300 square feet. The project began in June of 2021. The duration was 15 months. The total construction cost was $4.5 million, coupled with $520,000 in design and engineering fees. Just want to take this opportunity to acknowledge a few of the other contributors to the project's success. First, from Escambia County's Facilities Management Department, the manager of the Division of Construction, and I don't see him here, George Bush, and also our Utilities Manager, Adam Thompson. As mentioned, the general contractor was Hughes Construction. Brad was the project manager. Becky disappeared, Becky Klein. She was actually the on-site superintendent. She was actually physically managing this project on-site for us. Also, the design team from Stoa Architects, Cesar Reyes, I don't see him. I don't see Marcial Montoya either. They were the architects on the project. Our structural engineer was Joe Durrell Associates, and our mechanical, electrical, and plumbing engineer was Hal Dell from Dell Consulting. Again, thank you, Commissioner Burgash, for your vision and this opportunity to deliver this fine facility to the Bellevue community and the citizens of Escambia County. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. And I was remiss. I forgot. See, there's so many people that have contributed. The parking lot needed some work at the last minute, like including this morning at 7 a.m. And who stepped up? Who stepped up but our Parks and Rec director, Michael Rhodes, back there. Give it up. He had his guys out here at 7 a.m. with the blowers, blowing it. So thank you. I mean, it looks beautiful. It's fantastic. Okay, well, we're the county, but we work hand in hand very closely with all the other entities, the Sheriff's Office and the school district, Escambia County Public Schools. They changed their name recently. And this facility, I believe, is going to help them. So we've invited folks from the district today, and I would like to take the opportunity to hear some words from our Director of Fine Arts for the Escambia County Public Schools, Angela Barberi. Angela, welcome.
Good morning. I am so excited to be here, especially representing the fine arts. I love the innovation in here, the unusual textures, the non-traditional resources that were used in here, the Modrian effects that are in the background behind us, all of the non-traditional textures that I see. So that's exciting. I'm representing our superintendent today who sends his regrets. He is in a school board workshop as we speak, and he just wanted me to reiterate that. We are so excited to see community happening. One of the things I'm excited to see is this room being used for resources, for presentations taking place for families. I can see education classes happening for families here in the Bellevue community while children are in the back reading. I can see families coming on Saturday afternoon and just relaxing and enjoying their time, and children choosing books because they want to love reading. That's exciting. One of my favorite rooms is the Edgar Allan Poe Steam Room. I can't wait to see how that room is used as a community. So we're excited to see how that's used in the community here. We're excited to see partnerships with our school district. So this is a blessing for our community, and thank you.
One of the toughest jobs in any school district is the guy who runs the schools, the principal, guy or gal. They get all the complaints. They get the parents who are angry when the kids get in trouble, and they have to take care of everything. And then they've got the community groups, they've got the parent groups that want access, and they've got sports, and they got everything flying around. So the fact that we have two principals here who have walked away from very, very busy schools, I really appreciate it, and I know the community does too. And I want to give them an opportunity to introduce themselves to you in case you don't already know them, and to have them give some words. And so first we're going to bring up Dr. Melissa Groff. Thank you very much for being here.
Good morning. As he said, I am the principal of Bellevue Elementary School, and as a school principal, I am just thrilled to be here today and even more excited about this great addition to our community. Nearly 2 years ago, I brought a group of 3rd and 4th grade top readers with me to the groundbreaking ceremony, and those students, along with our entire student body, continue to ask me regularly when this library is opening. I was in a classroom just a few minutes ago, and a student said, "Are we going to go to the library soon?" And I told her, "Yes, we are. We're coming." So the students that I have here, I have 6 of our students with us, and they were here almost 2 years ago. They are still top readers, and they have heard all about, I have heard all about their plans for visiting this new library in our community. Having such a valuable resource right here in our neighborhood will make a lasting impact on our children, families, schools, and community. We look forward to partnering with West Florida Public Library to allow for field trips and new experiences for our students. If we can teach this generation of children what journalist Mary Smeech once said, that reading is a discount ticket to everywhere, they'll learn that the possibilities are endless, and we thank you for providing the opportunity for our students to go wherever their dreams might take them.
And last but not least, this speaker is going to wrap it up. He's going to bring it all home. He's going to bring it in for a landing, and then we're going to cut this ribbon and look at this facility. Bellevue Middle School Principal Paul Lovely. Thank you for being here, sir.
Well, good morning. My name is Mr. Lovely, and I proudly serve as the new principal at Bellevue Middle School, where we exhibit pride, purpose, and perseverance. We are appreciative of all the work that went into making this state-of-the-art library. We're grateful to have this in our community. The public library serves many purposes. They mainly serve as a hub for the community, for all readers of all ages, and we're excited to have them as a next-door neighbor so our students can come and be a part of that larger community. Also, the library helps serve for our students in all, where they enrich themselves in literacy, STEM education, and innovation. It also at times can serve as a voting precinct, and it teaches our students the civic duty of voting. So that's also an educational piece. We're just excited to have them at the library in our neighborhood, and have that opportunity for us to have field trips, tutoring, and just have that exploration here. Thank you.
All right. I have to call an audible here for the football fans know what that means. We had another guest come in the room, very special guest. Dr. Laura Bryant is here. She's a former member of the Board of Governors. Thank you. And then Crystal Bell Rivera serves as Todd Humble's aide. Is Crystal here? I thought I saw her. Where is she? Yeah, thank you, Crystal. Commissioner Barry, I didn't know you were coming. Come on up. I want you to give some words too. I'm going to put you on the spot. Commissioner Barry is a very humble guy, very, very quiet, soft-spoken, but before he became a commissioner, I know he served the school district and he served on the Escambia County Public Schools Foundation as the chairman. Before I ever came on the board, that's how I met him. So, Commissioner Barry, it means a lot to me that you're here today, and I apologize I didn't have you on the script, but you're here, so now give some words.
Thank you, Commissioner. I wasn't necessarily planning on speaking. I'm absolutely supportive of the project and have been every step of the way. I was telling the sheriff, I think, sitting in the foyer before we got here that, when I heard District 1 didn't have a library, I, thought back. One of the first items I was able to do almost 10 years ago was do a ribbon cutting in Molino at a converted elementary school to a beautiful library and community center. I mentioned to the sheriff that my in-laws are here for 4 or 5 months of the year currently with a couple of grandchildren that we've been fortunate enough to have. Each Saturday morning, they take them up to the library in Molino for 45 minutes or an hour. Get new books, get to take advantage of the resources that are there, but as much as anything, get to spend time with them in a learning environment, which now the Bellevue community will have the opportunity to do as well, which is something that all young people should have the opportunity to do, whether they're with their peers or with their teachers or with their their family members. They should have the opportunity in a safe environment to spend time and have their imaginations take hold, and as someone else referenced, have their imaginations take hold and lead them to eventually leading our community, as we will all age out of these positions of leadership. And we're fortunate to have seasons to be able to take part in events like today. It's fantastic. It's what you hope. It's what you hope as a public servant you're able to do more of, and a little less of some of the other stuff that we do. But it's fantastic. I appreciate you letting me say some words, Jeff, in your community. But congratulations. I presume many of the folks that are especially seated are from this community. It's a lovely asset, and I'm sure it will be for your people. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, it's almost that time, but we've kind of run into a snag because we've already exceeded the fire capacity. Apparently there's people waiting out front. So here's the way we got to do it. We had this grand plan. It was going to be awesome. We were going to put the ribbon across in front of the gate and then cut it and then lift the gate, but now we have to do it differently. So are we still doing it differently, Allison? Okay. Allison Woodfin, I don't know if I recognized her before. She's my former aide. She works for the CMR department, so thank you, Allison, for your help.